Well, I'm really proud of our second half. I thought our third quarter was special. I was disappointed in our first half. I think the girls would tell you. I think we were up at 15 at half, and just wasn't real pleased with, a number of things. I wrote down anything from not talking on defense to wrong switches to fouling too much to no intensity. We couldn't get in the press. They had 16 points in the paint. A lot of things were concerning. As I told the girls at halftime, I didn't draw anything on the board. There were no X's and O's on the board. Everything I talked about had to do with coaching their heart, intensity, effort, energy, all that stuff. And so when you come out and hold somebody to 2 points in the third quarter, now that's how you're supposed to play. That's a good basketball team. They beat Oklahoma, beat them double digits. They're young at spots. I thought we took them out of a lot of stuff in the third quarter. And that's when we really, we had back-to-back 26, 25 point second and third quarters. And I was really, really proud of our response coming out of the locker room. Liked my young kids. They've got to play 10 minutes there in the fourth quarter and really played well. Bree and Naya especially were good. I thought Chloe played better. She's dinged up her ankle twice now in the last week, and so I thought she played better. Again, that's I thought, again, we played really well in that third quarter. They didn't play so well, but I thought we had a lot to do with it. I think they're really good. A lot of respect for Joe and this program. So I'm excited about our response today.
Morgan, who gave you the flowers?
Fan.
You have someone that you've known for a while?
Yeah, I've known for like 2 years now. There's two little kids, a boy and a girl. So, brought them some flowers for graduation, late graduation.
I'm going to ask her these questions later, like that. You don't have to do that. I'm in charge of that piece. Yeah.
Hey Jordan, when you checked in, I think it was in the third quarter with like 7 minutes left. That was the point where they didn't score any points afterward in the third quarter. What were you guys doing right, and what were you doing specifically right during that stretch?
I think we were in the passing lanes and switching the screens. We did better in the second half than the first half with switching screens. We were just talking more on defense, and that's what got us a lot of stops.
Jordan, do you feel that when you go in, that the way that you play, really getting up on the ball and pressuring people, how much do you hope that's going to be something that's infectious with your teammates?
I think it'll be effective a lot along the line when we play more teams. With ball pressure, it's hard for the other guards to get the ball. So I feel like it'll help take some of the pressure off of my teammates when they're in the passing lanes and denying the ball, because it's what it can't be with ball pressure.
How do you feel about your overall performance today?
I think I did all right first game back. I could have rebounded the ball a little bit more and played a little bit better defense, but overall I think I did okay.
Mo, did you have a little extra juice after graduation? Came out after your season 9 points.
You can say that. I know this week they talk about me being more offensive. Coach Shape was like, no one should be able to not guard you, Mo. So, I just been trying to score when I'm open and stuff like that, because it's disrespectful not to guard me. So, and it hurts the team. So, if I knock down shots, then everybody else will be open. So, just thought I'd help my team for the rest of the season.
Morgan, has that been is it a change of thinking on your part? And if so, is it a big change from earlier in the season where you were facilitating so many other of your teammates and you really weren't looking for your shot as much as you have the last couple games?
Yeah, I believe the first couple games I was just content on passing the ball because they were knocking down shots. And then teams just stopped guarding me. So I need to look for my shot and just stop being a passer. I got to do both. So I think now I'm looking on, still facilitating, but looking for my shot as well. They leave me open, I got to knock down shots.
T, what was the difference from this game from the Oklahoma State game that you really cleaned up on?
Posting with technique, Because when I post, sometimes, I guess I'm posting too hard or, being too physical. So just trying to like post and, get my position and get where I want to get to and post.
Morgan, what was it like to walk Friday?
It was a great feeling. I made sure I didn't fall because people kept saying don't fall in the heels, Mo. Graduating is what it's all about, coming to college. Coach Shaver said I can do it. When he recruited me, I can do it a semester early or anytime. And I got the opportunity to graduate a semester early, so it's a great feeling.
Little heels? Big heels? Really big heels?
There was some big heels. They weren't no grandma heels. They was big.
Coach, the fact that she was able to walk and graduate early. Obviously, you talk about the complete student athlete. What kind of work did she have to do that?
Well, I'm really, really proud of her. When you recruit these young ladies and you talk to their families and you promise their parents you're going to take care of them and you're going to do everything you can to see that they're successful in so many ways, including obviously in the classroom, and that's important to me. I got that from working for Coach Blair for 15 years and saw how important he made it to us as a staff, and my staff does a great job, and as well as Miguel, our academic liaison. We have so much support here at Mississippi State in that area for these young ladies, and Jordan had a 4.0 this semester. Really, proud of her. I think Maya Taylor's going to have a 4.0 this semester. So, but for Morgan, I know there was a lot of proud folks when she walked that, and didn't do it in 3.5 years, y'all. The average student doesn't get it done in 4. She got it done in 3.5. She's going to get to start on her master's. It's hard, and to do it, Mo, what's your GPA?
3.2.
Yeah. So she does it with a 3.2 plus GPA. But that's the level of excellence she holds herself to. It's the level of excellence that we try to hold these young people to, and so it's a real proud moment for me. Trust me. Katera also graduated, and walked that day. Got her teaching certificate. So many times kids say, "Oh, I want to coach," and they get their degree, but they don't get the teaching certificate. And so then they don't get a coaching job because they're not quote unquote certified. Katera was mature enough to realize, look, I've got to get my teaching certificate if I'm going to be a high school coach, and so she did. And so to have those two walk on Friday was a pretty good day for the old coach.
You'll have Oregon coming up. You've played against them before, and seems like they're even more improved this year. What are you expecting out of them from what you remember last year, maybe a little bit of what you've seen from them this year?
Well, Oregon's going to spread you out. All their players can shoot the three, so just knowing that I'm a 5 player and I'm mostly at the basket, so just knowing that I have to get out and help my teammates and guard and defend and get in the passing lanes and just try to help my teammates.
Morgan, I'm sorry, what was your degree in, or what is your degree?
Kinesiology.
What would you hope to try to do with that?
Me and my brother want to have our own sports facility one day back home.
Coach, when Jordan came in, you talked a little bit about it in your opening, about how she was able to affect defensively. Do you get a sense that the energy that she's going to bring, defending the ball or just defending anywhere, is going to be infectious with the rest of your kids?
Well, yeah, I think she fits in. I think hopefully she's sitting over there watching how hard we're playing, and she's going to come in and just take it to a whole nother level. So I saw her, she made a great play. I don't even think she was in the float. I think she was guarding somebody and saw they were fixing to throw it over somebody's head, and she goes over there and gets a steal and made a play. So, we're really excited to have her. She was a little bit of a bull in a china cabinet today because she was just so excited to be out there. She made that great play on the steal and then thought, okay, I'm going to go dunk on all 4 of these people. And she didn't do that. And that resulted in her 1 turnover that she had. But, just she's going to really help us and really bring a lot to the table. So, you can tell she can get to her spot on the floor a lot like Dominique did, you know, in that lane at 10, 12 feet. She can get to her spot, and it's just going to be a matter of knocking the rust off. But I'm glad we got to do it today because I think down the line, you know, it's going to make us better. I mean, how many times on December 10th do you get to add a 5-star, two-time Gatorade Player of the Year to your team, to your roster that's ready to go? So we're really, really excited about her.
You mentioned Dillingham, and not to compare the two players or even bring up last year, but do you think that like Jordan represents a piece in the way that Dillingham was as a perimeter defender that you maybe necessarily didn't have coming into this year?
I think she does bring a little bit of that to the table, no doubt about it. I'm hopeful that she can be even a little bit more explosive, which she is more explosive. But you know, Dawn was just so. She did all the little things, the intangibles. She tried to take a charge tonight. She didn't get it, but she tried. Again, really cerebral kid, very smart. So she brings a lot to the table, including that defensive-minded piece that we, you know, Rowe right now is kind of our perimeter defender. If you got to go get a wing player, I don't like taking Mo off the ball, so this adds another perimeter wing player that can maybe go get the other side. So it really will add a different dimension to our team.
Coach, you mentioned about Chloe and playing 16 minutes coming off of a game where maybe you weren't as pleased with what she did.
Yeah.
What was the difference today? As you had mentioned, she had
I thought she played harder. You know, I even mentioned it to her after the game, and she acknowledged it as well. Young kids, it's just hard. They think they're playing hard, but, you know, until they see it on film, they just don't realize it. And I think for her, just understanding how hard we want you to play and not, you know, not taking anything less than that. And that's true with all these kids. You know, there's just a way of life around here that we do things. It's what's made us successful. We start getting into ourselves or start thinking that I'm this, I'm that, I don't have to do that, I don't have to. That's when you know, we're not very good, to be quite honest with you. And so we've got to be that lunch pail, hard hat team that's going to bring it every night and make people miserable. That's the way we've done it since we've been here. You know that. Now we just happen to be a whole lot better offensively than, you know, with some skill set. So Chloe had a good numbers tonight. 9 points, 6 rebounds. You know, 4 of 4 at the line, 16 minutes. Again, she's got a little bit of I call it a lazy foot. She stuck it in the ground twice this week, 2 different practices. And I had it when I played. That's why I know exactly. I saw her do it both times where she just doesn't get that foot back up when she's running, and she sticks it in the ground and rolls it. And so she had a couple of really not fun days for her because it's no fun. You know, it's just you keep doing something over and over again. So I need to get her healthy. I saw her competing rebounding tonight. That's the other piece that you got to do at the 4. We can't just expect T to do it. The fact that Victoria goes and gets a double-double, has 10 rebounds, man, I'm loving that. We've got to get some other people to help her down there because T only played 16 minutes tonight. She has a double-double. So, again, I was pleased with Zion. I thought she came in and did a good job.
Last year's game in Little Rock was close.
Oh, man.
It was a competitive game. You touched on it earlier in the week.
Yeah.
The fact that 86-48, and you're talking about some of your reserves playing the last 7 minutes. Not to say that everything is peaches and cream, but are you guys that much better at this point, or is it unfair to compare apples and oranges from last year to this year?
Yeah, I think it's probably a little unfair. You know, Adam, I really don't know. We're going to find out Wednesday night going against Oregon how good we are. I know we've played well against some good teams. I think we all found out Oklahoma State's pretty good now. They just beat number 7 UCLA. So they're pretty good. And, again, if we'd have closed that game right, we'd have beat them 10. But we didn't. And, you know, we played a couple of really good teams over in Cancun, Arizona State, and Green Bay, and, you know, did a nice job there. So, again, I think Little Rock's a lot better than they played today. We just really played well that third quarter especially. But, you know, my message to our team's going to be, hey, you know, Oregon won by 60 last night, scored 98 points. We're going to find out how good we are because they're an Elite Eight team with everybody out there, very similar to us a year ago now. We were a Sweet 16 team with everybody back. Well, they're an Elite Eight team with everybody back and the #1 player in the country in that recruiting class on their team and some other kids. So, you know, if that doesn't get your attention and get you ready to go, I don't know what will. It's different, you know, y'all make sure you put in the paper, 6 o'clock tip, Wednesday nights on the SEC network, but I don't want anybody watching on TV. I need people in the hump. We need to have 8, 9, 10,000 people here. It's a Wednesday night, ain't nothing else to do. You're going to get to see a top 10 matchup, 2 top 10 teams. It should be a heck of a game. And so I think our kids we'll have 2 good days of practice leading up, hopefully, because we hadn't practiced well yet since finals. And so we'll be ready to go.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, ladies. Thank you.
All right. Praise the Lord and go Dogs.